At least.
Definitely.
The weather's been kind to us in one department.
Right. It would be a good to have a fair race. Everyone on the same playing field.
So 15 riders in this final then.
Gabriel Giovannini off first here.
That's right.
See what he can do.
And 8th here at round 1 then at the start of last year. And look at the bike, just starting to move around on those stairs.
Yeah, this is that section. You see the 70K. I think he actually pioneered that triple.
I think he did.
Ago,
yeah, you're dead right about that. And one thing I talk about earlier is, and we did see the course record broken actually in qualifying, but all the riders saying there is no traction out there. The heat, the extra heat, making this tarmac super slippery.
And I am interested to see how the riders progress at qualifying. Gabriel actually losing about 0.1 to his qualifying time. So I'm looking for him, I think this next sector, in sector 2, right after you come around this is where he needs to make up a bunch of his time.
And he gets on the pedals there, 2 different lines here, goes around that difficult wooden berm. It gives you an extra pedal and more speed into this straight. Oh, what did he hit there?
There's something there. I saw the helmet cam was saying Blenkinsop, and he got wild there too, so did execute that right hander really well, was in the right gear coming out of it, some really strong pedals.
And coming in off a career best 4th at Red Bull Valparaiso, round 2. So the Brazilian's confidence will be high.
Yeah.
Big long left-hander now. It's going to get narrow as he comes down to this road gap. Brake for it, and then you've got to get off the brakes and through her as quick as you can.
That's right.
And into the key section now, the race within a race. Gives us a good indication of just how fast the riders are going on that super tech piece of track there.
Yeah, trail bike will pay off on these long bits where you have to pedal. Opting to pedal instead of tough.
And arguable, some riders saying you have to open up to pedal, the wind resistance goes up. Some saying it's actually quicker just a touch.
Yeah, made up a ton of time in his qualifier there in that key section, so Gabriel on a good ride.
Through the shortest split on the track now.
Yeah, you see him. The rider's actually talking about the heat messing with their suspension, right? Like the oil thins out, rebound gets a lot faster, compression gets a lot softer.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair to say, obviously, you know, if you've been in Europe, you know it, temperatures have been extreme.
Yeah.
I'm not sure any of us have ever been at a bike race when it's been this hot. I certainly haven't, so we're all learning. Look, gets up on the wall there.
Yeah, I mean,
wow.
This is that section that we were talking about. There, you have to be so precise. Talk about patience over the years through there, really getting your braking done, being really precise.
So Giovannini then sets the standard, the time 2 of 42.5. A great run for the Brazilian.
Yeah, took almost 2 seconds off of his qualifier, so
he's got to be happy with that.
He'll be stoked. That shark fin.
It's just so difficult to come down from 70 kilometers.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say. Like, what the heck?
Mad.
And even on these, you know, that fast section, the riders are braking around some of those turns. You actually see the riders trying to save up as much distance as they can to right, like hugging the apex, hugging the walls and stuff like that, because, you know, you think about how much distance you could save down this entire 2 kilometer track is no joke.
Save that memory card. Sam Blenkinsop, one of the most experienced riders here. 37 years old, from New Zealand, a World Cup winner in Schladming in Austria back in 2008. Finished 3rd overall in the World Cup a couple of years after that. And it's mad to hear him say that he has, basically, he's inexperienced. He's a new to street racing.
Yeah, for sure.
But he's doing so good at it. And I would say that this track does suit him as he gets on the pedals hard into this top flight of stairs.
Totally agree. And we saw him riding the downhill bike earlier in the season, opting for the trail bike. I think, like you said, he did some research, looking at the live feed.
Gets over that big triple. There's a lump in the tarmac there that you can get over if you pull hard enough for it. Yeah, but Blenky will be good on the pedals, I think. Super powerful. He does everything.
He does.
And just 0.42 off there, and at split number 1. Gets on those pedals again. That little chicane coming up next.
Yeah, and this, I think for Sam, is going to be, you know, it's so different, right? Trying to get traction on the asphalt, especially these kind of clay surfaces, these bricks are different to anything you ever would have ridden.
That's right, so goes around that wooden berm.
I like it.
And you do get at least 1 or 2 pedal
Pedals.
strokes in before you drop in. That's important to notice. The difference for the riders going around the inside. Hits that mandatory piece of wood there as well, and now onto the brick section down here.
Yeah, and you'll see the riders trying to hop different things like that, because as soon as you, and he actually hops over that little bit that messed up Gabriel, it slows you down. Anytime you're hitting something, it slows you down.
And nearly a second into the green, so Blenky doing something right as he comes into this key section now. And when you talk about these stairs and even like those bigger flatter sections like that, you've got to talk about the 3-time series Juan Favelas, who does time up stair sections better than anyone else.
For sure.
So look at this, Blenky, the seat's up, he's pedaling hard now. Yeah, he told me the seat was going to go up. So what's he done in that key section? Loses 0.69. Puts the seat back down now. No, it didn't compress too hard off that wall.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. He set up a little bit actually further left, hopping up onto the bricks before the dirt.
That's correct. So,
and you see him just spinning there. That's to get into the right gear.
That's right. So, well, goes to 0.36 back now then. So fighting back. Sam Blenkinsop lets it run right around the outside there.
Yeah,
I saw Douglas Vieira do that last year.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're pretty much even there. There's so much time to be made up in this section. See if Sam, he has a different line right here. Oh, he doesn't do it anymore. He was in practice hopping up, kind of set up an extra little bit wide. Goes a little bit lower than Gabriel there.
Yeah, I mean, it's shorter, but it doesn't probably give you that push back into that next turn. It tightens it up a little bit as well. So Giovannini with that 2:42.5. Here comes Sam Blenkinsop. He's going to be outside it. He goes second by just 0.1 of a second. Blenkinsop in a second place.
Nice run from Sam.
Yeah, definitely a good run from him.
Good looking kid. He's all matched up there. You can just see how tight it is, right? Like, I mean, you only have maybe a foot on either side of you. In that first stair set, so much style. And you see that he leans back there because you don't want to lock up the brakes. You'll see these riders, if you lock up the brakes, it's like locking it up on a F1 car. You don't get any braking power, so they're trying to put the weight as far back as they can to put pressure on that back wheel so they can get traction and not lock up.
Both here this weekend as we go back to the top then for Francesco Colombo. 13th in qualifying from just along the coach here in Varazzi, actually trained by Bruno Zanchi, who won a World Cup back in the 90s. Yes, he did. Good. Amazing. Yep, so let's see what this man can bring then to the streets of Genoa.
Yeah, and these turns, they don't look that crazy on camera, but when you walk it, they're so much tighter than you would imagine. Really awkward.
That's absolutely right. They are difficult. 2019, this man broke his back. That slowed him down. Good to see he's recovered, though. So smooth off that shark fin, and on the pedals quick as well. Outside it, though, the time of Giovannini by just 0.28.
Yeah, and that turn is so important. You do have to brake for it a little bit, but if you can kind of, I guess, not brake, carry as much speed as you can around it, it does set you up for the rest of this little section.
And coming up to this right-hander now, then the only Italian rider to make the finals this year. And he goes on that inside line. Look how much space it cuts off, but you do not enter this straight with quite as much speed,
yeah,
right?
Exactly right. Like, you see riders like Sam, he took a pedal before he dropped off, and so he carries that speed into the pump down the ramp, and that would carry his speed for the next maybe 10 or 15 seconds.
Absolutely, yep. So tucking down there. Picking up everywhere he can as well. Those little timings definitely can make a difference on the time. Look at that, nearly a second up then. 1.2 in that sector.
Yeah.
So Giovannini not the fastest in sector 2.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Whoa, pulls across the road gap, lands and gets pedals in. Crazy, this is all out.
It's crazy.
Colombo wants this today.
Yeah, and he's the first rider we've seen purely tuck through here.
Yes,
let's see.
But he sprinted hard into
That's right, that's right.
So he built his speed up, got it where he wanted,
Shifting
and then just
into the
tucked
right
to
gear
maintain it. And he on the wall a little bit.
Yeah, and so that's what we're, so he's trying to carry as much speed as he can, but he couldn't get his brakes. You see his back end go out and couldn't get slowed down enough, went too far off of that little drop.
That's right, and then it's a heavy landing, the bike compresses and you do lose a little bit of time. And now he's lost a bit more time 2 seconds actually in that sector. Seeing him nearly a second into the red.
Oh, that was really nice around that left-hander. It was able to get stopped and then stay farther inside.
Beautifully off that lower shark fin as well. Plenty of room on the outside. Oh.
Yeah, just digging for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
He is in a high gear though.
Yeah, and he didn't get as high on that wall ride as some of them.
Let's see, he is, I mean, like we talked about, he is opting for these tight lines, shave off distance.
But pedaling absolutely everywhere then. It's been all out from Francesco Colombo. The crowd erupt for him as the Italian crosses the line and he goes into third, 1.73 into the red. A respectable run, a 244.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, really, really nice run from Francesco. Interesting, I mean, at the beginning of the run, I think one thing that I noticed, like he has this really high cadence, and then at the end of the run, he was in a much harder gear.
Do you think that's just exhaustion, forgetting to check?
Yeah,
I mean, that's exactly what I would do.
Yeah, totally.
The amount of times you come out of a turn and went, there goes 5 seconds.
You know, we see that little slow-mo, both tires just kind of drifting. I think that is one of the things about, you know, these Red Bull Cerro Abajo races. You have to be comfortable, not with just the back tire drifting, but the front tire drifting, under braking. It doesn't feel like anything you're used to.
Okay, here we go then. The next rider, Julian Steiner from Germany, actually from just outside Stuttgart, where we go for the finals of this Red Bull Cerro Abajo series in the first weekend of September. Let's see what this German man can do then.
Yeah, Steiner, a mainstay at all the, I guess, downhill races over the years. You know, IXS, World Cup. I mean, he's been everywhere, done everything. On the downhill bike, so you see just how much more stable it is down these stairs. That is where it's going to be more comfortable. I would, you imagine making up a little bit of time, but the trade-off is obviously the pedaling some of these flatter sections.
Absolutely, comes from a World Cup BMX background, this man, so he kind of has all the ingredients he needs. Plenty of power there, and he's up by 1/4 second at split number 1.
Getting a little bit of a tuck in. You know, and one of the things too that a lot of people, you think about the downhill bike is just pedaling, but there's more traction.
Oh, went deep on that one. There's so much more grip.
Yeah.
It is much easier to carry speed on a downhill bike, I would say, right?
Yeah, but look at that. Like, look how much slower he looks around that, labored, and that is so much about the bike.
And he also, if you notice, the back wheel didn't get up on it. It's quite difficult on the downhill bikes. They're so big.
The geometry is different. Everything is different.
That's right.
It's
big,
a trade-off.
long bike. But
looks really nice through here.
Yeah, tucked down here, carrying plenty of speed. Giovannini on that 119 at the next split. But we know it's been slow, and he's up by nearly 1.7 then. Yes. So Steiner on the move here.
Amazing. I mean, taking off almost a second off of his qualifier to that split alone. And you see how much more stable it is down the stairs. Like, it looks so much nicer.
Yes, it does, yeah.
He's riding so good.
And as you said, these bikes, these downhill bikes, back in the day, they used to be an absolute pig unless they were pointed downhill. These days, they're pretty efficient. They pedal well. Onto the dirt now. On the Castelletto drop, and fast through that right as well. Remember, 1.7 seconds at split number 2 to play with.
Yeah.
And I would say that Giovannini, he's done well to stay in the hot seat as long as he has with a slow sector like that.
Yeah, he did nail this last sector. I mean, Steiner
1.4.
Losing point, but
he's
0.2 just in that little bit. So,
leg out.
That's all good.
No, what, we have not. I've never seen that in a street race. Dirt tracking on the tarmac, on the stones. Amazing.
I mean, I probably would be doing the same thing. That stuff is so slippery. It's incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and he loses, I imagine, the front. Didn't quite see. Ah, what a shame then for Julian Steiner.
Yeah, that's another one of those sections. It's much steeper than you would imagine. And right in the middle, you're on those clay bricks. So maybe he just in the front brake a little bit too much.
Everyone's saying, the riders, one of the big things, big differences this week, the riders saying about the course, was the lack of traction because of the extra heat.
Yeah.
And riders playing with all sorts of things, like pressure's a big thing, right? I mean,
Pedro Ferreira, he was at 26 psi, and then Adrien Loron, 40 in the back and 38 in the front.
I squeezed Laurent's tire, and then I gave it a surprised expression. He just looked at me and said, "I like to roll fast."
Julian going deep over that. Really nice ride from Julian, though. I mean, he's not a mainstay on the Red Bull Cerro Abajo series, and so for him to come out here and ride like that, you just see the experience on him. being able to brake really well, being really still on the bike. Obviously been training a lot. I mean, there's so many different surface changes. Like, you see his tires go over the little metal grate.
Just give different traction, that's for sure. Well, this man is probably, I'm not even going to say probably, definitely the most famous street racer on planet Earth. 1.2 million followers on Instagram, a two-time winner of Red Bull Valparaiso, the biggest street race on the planet. Pedro Ferreira then in January. Let's see what he's got. And he was fast last year, right at the top. He did lose time at the bottom, though.
Yeah. I mean, for him,
but
this
these
race,
stair sections, he's going.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this run for him is all about the last sector. If he can clean up that last sector, he's on for a really, really good result.
That's right.
Yeah, like top 5 easy. So
I think it's fair to say he prefers the sectors that are more gravity fed. Let's be honest.
Look at how fast
Ferreira
he
goes
was.
deep up there.
Oh, you came around that shark fin so fast.
An absolute legend, still charging. 0.5 up then and split. 2 for him. My word, split 1, excuse me, for Pedro Ferreira. This is mad to see him. 37 years old and still right there.
So good. I mean, he's so comfortable here. He's so comfortable. Knows exactly where the traction runs out at. Interested to see what line he takes here.
I wonder. Yep.
Shifting
He's going to
down.
go around that berm. Both wheels up
so
on it.
Nice.
Wasn't it
That
beautiful?
was so nice.
Yep. Super. Sublime skills then from Pedro Ferreira.
Runs a bit of a hybrid bike, the shorter travel, but with a dual crown up front.
Stood up pedaling a long time.
Tucking the knees.
So Giovannini still leading with that 242. I'm not sure how much longer it's going to last. 119 here. Pedro's up by over 2 seconds then. And he runs
drifting.
wide there.
The handlebar almost hit that.
Yeah, he's pushing here. Ferreira is pushing right on the edge of that ramp there as well.
And both wheels just drifting everywhere.
And back on the pedals hard now. Oh, surely this is good to see him resting here though.
What's that? Did he mess with the suspension or something?
I think I saw him messing with his helmet.
Okay.
Probably dropping down. So Ferreira only 0.1 off in that key section.
So fast through there.
And now we're coming down to where he might start to hurt a bit though.
Yeah.
Ferreira on this long pedal sits down.
Gets in the right gear.
And Roger Vieira just saying this section requires absolute precision. 2.1 up then. This is a massive run for Pedro Ferreira.
And this is where he needs to execute. If he can execute this section, this is going to be the run that Pedro is looking for.
Yeah. Oh, sits down there quickly as well.
Dig
but
deep,
look,
Pedro.
Yeah, he's digging.
Dig deep.
The head's starting to go. Forza, Pedro. He's nearly there. It's been a great run right on the edge of the wall there as well.
2 more turns.
Oh, what's it going to be then for Ferreira? 2 seconds up at that last split on track. Has he held on to the advantage there? Giovannini, 242. Here comes Pedro Ferreira. He goes. Fast as 2.28 up. Oh, 242 the time to beat. Amazing to see that.
Let's go,
Look at
Pedro.
the effort on his face. I love it.
Yeah,
I love to see this street race veteran come down and take the fastest time.
You can see it means so much to him.
Incredible.
Like you said, I mean, he's so fast than anything that's like quite steep.
Yeah.
You know, that last sector has been the kind of his nemesis all week. But
and he's
he did
fearless.
enough. He did enough. I mean, he is absolutely fearless. And he's
Yeah.
so skilled. I mean, he rides this stuff all the time.
Yeah, that's right. From
Look at that. Just back in. Look at this. Watch this. Watch this. Yeah. Right side of the handlebar. Oh, he hit it. That is
crazy.
incredible.
This is crazy riding from Pedro
Look at
Ferreira.
that. I talked about that. You see how he doesn't lock up the back wheel? And he's able to get so much traction, so he's actually able to stop faster than a lot of other people there. Let it roll through. Come off that drop.
That was wild.
That was. I didn't know he hit it. I didn't know. Qualifying. He was fastest at the end of split number 2. You can see the bike set up there. 270 in the rear, 170 in the front PSI.
And the knobbles have been cut off.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
On
right.
the tires.
Running slick tires. Then Johannes Fischbach. And a big day for him as well.
And you'll see Johannes actually moving around on the bike a lot more. He's such a still rider. Look at his head, doesn't really move, but he does move the bike with his lower body.
And second it. Oh, gets on the hard on that back brake there. See his weight go back to try and drag the anchor into the ground a little bit. But 5th here at round 1 in 2024, 2nd here last year, and green at split 1 then for Fischbach. So, interested.
Yeah, and he did lose his chain. That's why he was far back, like we said, after that sector 2. So he is definitely, like he said, he's on for a podium. He wants to win here so badly.
And when he pedals, he puts down extreme, huge amounts of power as well. Takes that wooden berm and
so
whips it around there so fast.
Yep.
And pedaling down these stairs now. That might be telling. It was 0.3. I'm just thinking it might be a bigger advantage at the next one for Fischbach. He's efficient with the pedaling too as well. He puts bursts in, then recovers, tucks, gets small.
You just don't hear, it's so quiet, right? He's so smooth on the bike.
Oh, 2.3 up, it's massive then. Fischbach with on a run here into the key section now.
He's able to somehow carry so much speed around the turns and still hold these tight inside lines, right?
That's right.
You see him almost straight lining everywhere. So strong on the bike. He's gonna get some pedals in, he'll tuck.
That's right. So let's have a look at this key section heading now towards the Castelletto's drop. And he goes fastest by nearly half a second in that key section then.
Oh, so fast.
Oh, this is huge, yeah. Get some good power pedals in across the top of there and then the landing as well.
Makes it past where he lost his chain last time.
Taking his time as well. Recovering a little bit before he enters this section now. This last. Incredibly important. But look at this time. 3.4 up for Fischbach. This is massive.
Oh, takes a foot out. Pretty good. A little bit slower on the exit, but he's able to carry so much speed around the turn.
Maybe a few riders doing it because it's so much slipperier
so
this year. Yeah, that's right. Last few turns then for Johannes Fischbach.
Again, just look at how tight the lines are. Taking another foot off, I don't know about that one.
Was recovering from shoulder surgery. Only been on the bike 10 days before Valparaiso, so great to see the German man really back on form here today then in Genoa. He's going to smash that time on Pedro Ferreira. Look at this from Fischbach. Fastest 2:35.6, 6.6 into the green. That's massive.
And that is the fastest time of the day so far.
That is. Now, Roger Vieira is going to know that he needs to find something extra for this final. 0.1 of a second faster than Vieira's qualifier.
That is incredible.
We have got a race on our hands, ladies and gentlemen.
That is actually 1.1 ahead of his qualifier.
Me.
So that was an incredible run, and we did talk to Roger, and he said that qualifier run was pretty good.
He said
it was pretty good.
He said he didn't have a lot more.
Yeah.
So now we're going to find out.
Again, you just see, Johannes trying to keep his knees in, trying to be still on the bike, not, letting it move underneath him. But
so 1 point in it between these two coming into this race. It's opened up a little bit after qualifying. But the 34-year-old from Carpentras in the south of France is absolutely up for this and the title. We get the feeling. Adrien Loron on track.
Adrien wants to win the overall. He wants it so badly. I mean, we've seen how much these mean to him. He was king of Crankworks, in the past, and he locks in. Once there's pressure, Adrien rises to the occasion.
He does. That's absolutely right. And when he is on, when he can taste it, he wants it so bad. And last year he took a wrong line choice actually at the Castelletto drop that may have cost him that victory. He was super close. And he's back at split 1, but 95 thousandths. But don't forget, it was Johannes Fischbach that has just been down and smashed the timing screen.
That's right, yeah. I mean, Adrien so far just looks so good.
Well, Fischbach's time is good enough to win this race today.
Look at that. Adrien when he rides like this, I mean, he's pushing down. You see him kind of pumping in all the right places. Outside, really hot into there. That downhill bike's a little bit slower, but he has so much power, even they're able to push that harder gear out of it.
And look at him pedaling down there. He really took his time into that hairpin.
Yeah, that's right.
On the pedals, hard into this section now.
We'll be able to see.
And he needs to be, if he's going to match the time of Fischbach.
Which was incredible down through here.
That's right. So Loron, can he stay close to Fischbach? Can he beat it? Oh! Loses nearly half a second, over half a second into the red now.
Yeah, I think it was that right-hand turn, which the downhill bike would be a little bit slower. Fischbach had that key section right before the Castelletto drop so fast. So I think Adrien really has to dig deep here.
Loron putting in more power pedals down there. Let's have a look at this key section. As we come into the Castellao drop, and he's lost more time there, nearly a second there. I can hear him braking through the left and the right before the drop.
Yeah, I mean, you like compared to Fischbach, you know, Fischbach was just so smooth, not getting caught up. You see Adrien just a little bit slow, a little bit, you know, braking a little bit, maybe more than he wanted to. His flow's not quite what he would want.
2.3 into the red now then for Adrien Loron. So, losing time down here now.
There is time to be made up here at the bottom, though.
There is. Huge amount. I'm not sure, 2.5 seconds. Gets up against that wall there. A few different line choices here. Trying to open up this left-hander as much as you can.
The gear selection on this race, I think, is probably the most key that I've ever seen. I mean, the high cadence, the low cadence, you know, are you correct out of these turns? It means so much.
It does, absolutely does, especially if you're getting tired towards the bottom. Here he comes in. Adrien Loron goes across the line in a second. 3.9 off, though. Looks down at the bike, and he did have some issues with his chain in that qualifying run.
Yeah, it did feel, I mean...
He's not looking like he's pumped.
Yeah, like it did feel like, I mean, we saw it, right? Like maybe halfway down the track, maybe just kind of like came out of his flow.
Yes.
Not sure if maybe something did happen with the bike or...
No, but it's fair to say that we expected it to be closer.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Well, Roger Vieira will see that time. And that can only give him confidence. The last man to drop again today, Roger Vieira. Whoever wins today, you know, with only Stuttgart left, it's going to be, it's going to turn things right up in the overall standings.
Yeah, and so that means...
Yeah, a lot of the riders running weights. Some of them running a kilo under the bottom bracket, half a kilo up near the handlebars under the frame, trying to get front end traction. Harry Molloy now, the Brit, actually is an Italian residents, and we've got the live feed on as we go live on Harry's.
Oh!
No way, there was a cat! That just used one of its 9 lives!
Look at that!
A historic moment in more ways than one for broadcasting in mountain biking.
70K down here, and you gotta manage cats.
There's a cat with 8 lives somewhere on this track now. That was insane. No way.
And you can just tell the speed. You know, when we go on board with Harry here, look how fast it looks. Everything's coming at you so fast.
Yeah, that's right. And he's only less than a second off. Wow, he's had one big scare on this. Maybe it's good luck to have a black cat run across in front of him.
I wonder.
What a dude! He got a massive kick there. That was horrendous. Wow, Harry, calm it down.
Calm it down.
Let's get some composure back into this run then. We go back on board with him now.
And this is, I mean, you can tell how difficult it is to get pedals there. You kind of see the helmet moving. And this is what we were talking about through here. It's so tight, right? You're coming out here, you don't have any traction, got to make this right-hander. Cuts all the way kind of back left as we come into the Castelletto drop. Brakes mean a ton.
Yeah, so quick down this section as well. 2.8 now though in the rears for Harry Molloy. Some riders definitely taking more chance around that big left-hander.
Yeah.
Oh. Beautifully across the road gap though, Fischbach with an incredible run, 23.2 in that key section. Molloy, is he going to challenge it? Tuck in now, getting everything as small as he can. Goes second, just 0.46 off. And
look, you can see how difficult it is to drop off of there and then stay on that drop.
That's right, huge crowds here again. The man living in Bolzano now, 35 years old. A bit of a hardline, Red Bull hardline Wales specialist. Under the 8th there in 2022.
Yeah, Harry can ride anything.
He's a brilliant rider,
He's been around so much, riding the World Cups, riding Red Bull hardline, riding these Red Bull Cerro Abajo races.
Loves it. Always on his bike, I think, this man.
Yeah.
So, what can he do? Through the tunnel he comes. You know, it's 3.9 seconds first to second at the moment, so anyone
incredible.
can slot well in a second here. To beat that time of Fischbach is going to take something very, very special this afternoon, though, that's for sure.
And Harry, he got that downhill bike set up, just kind of noticing that high front end there. A lot of these...
Goes in a third, 5 seconds off.
Which is a good run.
It's a good run, but the time gaps are more like you'd see at a wet World Cup race. The gaps are massive because of Fischbach.
I mean, I talked to Gaeta and Vija. He was saying this track is about pedaling and death gripping. Like, it is just... Let's see. Can we see the cat here? Can we see this?
We might.
Look at this.
There's the cat.
Oh my God!
He missed it though.
Oh.
I didn't know if he had actually.
He didn't even react though. Like he was just like, I'm going here. Like I wonder if he yelled or something like that. Like that was crazy.
In his head he was going, I'm the luckiest man in this race today, surely.
What in the world?
That was crazy.
That was crazy.
The moment we cut to the first ever live feed in a downhill, and we get that. Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow. All right, 7 to go. If you just joined us, this is Red Bull. Pedro Burns then from Santiago in Chile, the national champion of that country. About to dive in here, 6th last year at this race. And on the downhill bike, he was on the enduro bike last year, so interesting to see these turn things up.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Pedro's riding so well. He was actually second at the end of Sector 4, just lost some time in that last sector. So if he can clean that up, ride like he did in qualifying, he could get a podium here.
And no rerun for Harry Molloy, despite the cat running across the track. That's actually seen as a natural thing that can happen. We have the same in Chile and Valparaiso with dogs. Nice it's a cat in Europe, actually, but no rerun for Harry Molloy. 0.14 off for Pedro Burns then. So in touch at split number 1. And very energetic on the pedals.
Yeah, I mean, to me, that was exactly what you want. Perfect cadence there, perfect gear.
Squashes that, still goes long on it.
I mean, we saw Adrien Loron just go so low there on the downhill bike.
Incredible, huh? To squash that like that. There's time on the jumps as well. Even saying, they're even saying if you open up in the air on the jumps, you lose time.
Right,
like you've even got to stay tucked through the air.
Your way through the air.
There's Johannes Fischbach, current leader. Will he be there at the end of the day? It's a time that is good enough to do that, definitely. Fastest time of the weekend so far, leading at the moment. Pedro Burns goes outside. Fischbach second split and into the key section, 1.1 off now.
Good for him though. I mean, that's definitely a good section here, riding this key section really well. We saw Johannes just motoring through there right before that. Getting some good
fastest in that key section as well. Burns, though, comes from an enduro background. Plenty of fitness there for him.
Yeah, and you see the riders with the wide arms. That is going to slow you down. You do want to be tucked in, get the arms as close to the body as possible.
And he goes second in the key section, so a great run down through that stairwell then for Pedro Burns, burying himself. The head starting to go as well. Let's see if he's kept Fischbach honest here. A little bit more. 2+2 now into the red then. Surely too much to turn around.
Yeah.
But many, many line choices in that turn there. You can hold it tight. Some riders just prefer to let it run wide.
Yeah, and I mean, it's so, you need to have these wide flowing angles. Saw Pedro kind of just like cut off that shark fin just a little bit. That's what we talk about in this last sector. That's why it means so much, is you have to flow around. It's really difficult to do that.
And I said to Roger Vieira, who was quicker than anyone in this sector last year by 1.5 seconds, did you just go hard? And he said, no, not at all.
Yeah.
I was just perfect and precise.
Yeah.
I didn't rush. He said it was patience. He goes second with that. 3.4 into the red for Pedro Burns. Second race run for him. Well done, Pedro.
I mean, he's in good company. You know,
yes.
0.5 ahead of Adrien Loron.
But can anyone find 3.5 seconds from that and catch Johannes Fischbach? Wow.
Pedro right at the end of this sector. So he comes out and it looks like he just lost a little bit of traction actually at this front wheel. Sharpens up that shark fin. Easy to lose traction.
Twin town almost of this one. Felipe Agurto next then. A man who has never won a Red Bull Cerro Abajo race. 3 times he has been second though in Valparaiso, third this year at the last round as well there. Agurto does have the goods to do some damage today.
For sure, and he's been crushing this first section all week long. Look at how committed he is.
And there, I see the marshal breathing in against him, hiding behind the lamppost there. I would too. Gets over that triple with the front at least.
Yeah, he is flying. He loves his first sector. I mean, so incredibly fast.
Yeah, on the pedals hard. 5th in the 2024 series, 4th in last year's, and very much in touch here today then. 15 thousandths off at split number 1.
He's got the dropper post as well.
And a lot of these riders running lockout on the suspension. They can stiffen it up when they don't need it, when they want it, you know, stiff for pedaling. Whips it out over there as well, Agurto.
I mean, and that is a little bit of a strategy because you need the power at the bottom of this track. Oh, incredible around that right-hander, just whips it around, digging deep. This is where you want to use your power. Take some breaths. You have a little bit of a rest coming through here. Just be precise.
Running 5th in this year's series at the moment, so could do with a big result today. Couple of pedals in there. They say that all these little pedals add up some more.
That's right.
Powerful pedals there. Fischbach's 1:15 has gone by though. 2.1 into the oh my goodness! Were both wheels going there?
That's crazy.
Well, there's no lack of commitment from Agurto, that's for sure. Lands and instantly pedals again.
And those slides do slow you down. You know, like that is the same as in a car. As soon as you lose traction and things like that, that is speed being robbed.
Scrubbing,
yeah.
Scrubbing a bit of that speed off. 2nd in that key section though, only 1.16 off Johannes.
Good off of that drop.
Oh, the commitment from this man is unreal. It will bury himself down here. Pedals all the way to the end of that straight. And again, look. 2.6 off now, though. Surely won't be turning that around. And dude, the foot out thing's wild.
I don't think that was planned. He got a little bit of a kick off of that beginning. He had to just rein it in, take a foot off.
Oh, slides there, I think.
But he's digging really deep. I mean, he's getting good pedals in.
Yeah, pushing super hard.
Pops the back end up there so he can get turned quicker.
It's aggressive.
Yeah,
it's
he looks
super
good
aggressive.
down here.
And remember, it could be good enough to see him go into 2nd place, 3.4. Back to Pedro Burns at the moment then. Felipe Agurto crosses the line and goes 2nd. 2.3 into the red. A great run, 2:37.9.
Yeah, and it was just that sector too. I mean, almost not losing that much time the rest of the run.
That's right. That's right. So only 5 riders left to go then.
You can see him just kind of hopping around just to make sure he gets traction. And these riders are so precise. They go down at the bottom of these shark fins just so they can shave off more time. That was that hop that he got. Moves his weight over to the right, sorry, to the left, and then it picks him back up. And so he had
5 to go. And this is... Okay, Gonzalo Gajdosech. No, it's Luca Borba, excuse me, I was confused there. Lucas Borba, 5 to go from Rio do Sol. 5th in qualifying, the only Brazilian to ever win Red Bull Valparaiso in Chile. And he comes into this race doing well in the overall standings.
Pedaling.
Pedaling down there, this is crazy.
That is incredible.
That was madness.
And then boost all the way over the triple.
Oh my goodness me. Yeah, 4th in the 2023 and 24 seasons, this man. This track, though, not his favourite, actually.
No.
A 9th, his best result, but he's in touch today. 60 thousandths then at split number 1. Oh, scraping around inside those barriers on that long right.
Yeah, and Lucas is really good at getting small, kind of riding these straight lines.
Goes big over there, back on the pedal straight away then, looking like he wants it today.
I know, and I know he's been pedaling. Shift down. Gets in the perfect gear there. A little bit of a wobble, that's okay.
Had a 7th in Valparaiso this year.
He's pedaling further into these stair sets than we've seen anyone so far.
Well, let's see if it reflects then on this next clock. Yeah.
Doing everything he can, tucking the elbow right there.
Good grief. Absolutely pushing on down here then. Look at Borba. And he goes back 1.8 back, loses 1.7 in sector 2. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And he's pedaled everywhere. Bike gets a little bit out of shape as well down in this key section. Lands and he's straight on those pedals again. Wow.
And I feel like a lot of the South Americans are so good at getting pedals on the stairs.
Yeah.
There's a method to it. I mean, you can't hit your pedal on the ground, as you don't want to ground out.
And Borba a second in that key section into the red, and that's interesting because he definitely pedaled harder than anyone I think I've seen coming out of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it is so much. There is the pedaling, but then there also is the speed you're carrying through. How much do you brake? How much do you risk?
There's a lot more to this track than just pedaling.
Yeah.
That's for sure, and that was echoed by last year's winner, Roger Vieira. That's for sure. Oh. A little nervous twitch there at the back end again.
There's a little bit more time. I mean, we've talked about it over and over. You need these wide flowing lines, especially at the bottom here. If the middle is about risk, this is about kind of precision, being patient.
Yeah. That's right, gets a little slide in there up on the wall. Good through here, but no one really does this section as good as Roger Vieira.
Yeah,
the last man to drop today.
See the precision, used a little bit of a rut actually to get his back tire and to slot that in there. Incredible.
Here comes Lucas Borba then. What's he going to do? He crosses the line in a 4th place, 3.8 into the red only. A good run for the Brazilian.
Times are so tight. 3rd, 4th, and 5th separated by only half a second. Let's see Lucas actually unweighting out of the middle of that. You don't actually, the pressure is not actually in the middle of that, because if you did, it would pop you out. So they're kind of micromanaging all of this stuff at all times. This is that fast section. The bottom here. Back in, just going everywhere. So you have no traction. And you'd say, well, why don't they move over to the pebbles, like these rocks, and they're even worse.
Yeah,
right?
I agree. They're really,
yeah.
Cobbles are probably, absolutely. And the next to drop is Gonzalo Gajdosech.
And you can see he's running kind of high speed, low speed rebound, a little bit in the middle, a little bit slower rebound, closed on the rebound is going to make it a little bit slower. He's running 33 PSI in the rear. So it's all over the map, right? Like,
yeah, it is.
In the 20s, we've gone all the way up to the 40s with Adrien Loron.
Absolutely. And this man choosing the full downhill bike for today's attempt then. That first left's tight.
Yeah, it's the tire on the wall there, front tire, yeah.
But now into his run and super fast, jumping into this flight of stairs. We go on bike then.
Look at this. This gives you some perspective.
That's what 70 kilometers an hour looks like down between two walls. Oh. Wow, look how far he went off there then. Amazing. So let's see what this...
That is so cool.
It looks like he lands flat.
Cool.
This is crazy.
I mean, when you look at it like this, you're like, where do they make up time,
And he's up by 0.3 on that first split, though, so this is unbelievable. Gets inside those barriers there as well. Oh, this is great run from Gajdosech. Takes the cone out there when he was around it, so no penalty.
Oh, just comes in, scrubs it, gets outside. You can see this turn.
The line choice in the air.
Yep.
Incredible to see. Is it inside? It's around the outside for him. Nails that, gets that pedaling as well. And back on board with him as he sprints down towards this second split.
And
wow.
You see the head dip, and that's just them giving it everything they have as they're pedaling. So he'll be tucked right now. And this is where it starts to get a little bit more technical, right? This is where the wrist starts to come into play. Hopping over these, getting some rhythm going.
1:15 has gone by. He's in the red by 2.3 then. Oh, lets it run round there, that's for sure. Right up against that big red boarding. Right on the edge there as well.
Goodness.
Using every millimeter of the track here.
But he looks so composed. He looks really good. I mean, his bike looks like it's working really well. Tucking in, getting small. This is what you want to do. Look at how thin he is. It's exactly what you want to look like at the body position.
Yeah, get those hands in off the outside. He goes fastest in the key section. Look at that new leader there then.
That was that risk onto that Castelletto drop and then
every
pedaling and then getting small. That's perfect.
Yeah, you could see that. Absolutely amazing. And so Gajdosech takes the lead in the key section. 1.9 back though on the main clock. You know, and 2 seconds off though, Elliot.
Fischbach was so good around that left. That was really good. That's why you don't want to take the foot off there, because he was able to get traction, take a pedal stroke out of there.
Oh, back on board through the tunnel again now into this long left-hander that leads into this wall ride.
Oh, it's just so difficult to carry
up
speed.
Against the wall there, slams that wall on the exit.
And that was on purpose, trying to just find something to put pressure on, something to turn off of.
Amazing run then from Gonzalo. What's it going to be? What position's he going to do? Last turn, here he comes off the last drop. Gonzalo Gajdosech goes second. 1.7 off only at the end. Well, what a run. Geronimo Pai's in there, fellow Argentinian, to congratulate him.
Incredible run.
Really incredible run.
It was such a good run. I mean, he made up time at the end. We know there's time to be made up there. Talking about how strong he is. So good. And there it is, just using every single little inch. Clips the cone with the tire, with his pedal. This is trying to just carry as much speed. Both tires sliding, not giving up on it. I mean, how scary is that when you're going straight for the wall and you just have to commit? You can see him just kind of micromanaging the weight on the bike, trying to unweight over the stairs. Really, really nice. That's all awesome run. I mean, he did just fine.
He is the 2025 national champion for downhill from New Zealand, a World Cup winner as a junior, a phenomenal talent, this man from Rotorua, and his first ever street race qualifying third. Let's see what Tuhoto-Ariki Pene can do today.
I think that's the perfect way to describe Tuhoto. Just an incredible talent at everything he does. Pump track, World Cup downhill, Red Bull hardline.
Oh, fast down there. He comes from BMX as well. Good power in those legs for the pedal sections. Fast down this top section. This is incredible.
Oh,
wow.
That was great. Great out of that shark fin.
Absolutely gravy off there. Yeah, let's see whether he's bare pedaling hard down there. Oh, look at that then. 0.089 up, 89 thousandths into the green for this man. That's insane.
Yeah, looking really nice. Rests his hands a little bit there. Oh, that's really nice. You can see him just using his knees to spring out of there.
Squashes that so hard. Nearly went long on it as well. Means the pace is there. 23rd in Lenzerheide at the World Cup race just last weekend, so he's on form.
That is how you hit that right-hand turn. The exit speed out of there was so good.
Off the downhill bike, onto the trail bike. That's a big week for him as well to get up to speed like this.
Pumping everything.
And this next split is really going to be important. Split 2 coming up now. You've got to be somewhere near Fischbach.
Yeah, if he can be in touch on this sector, he has a chance.
That's right. That's right. Doubles down there, times things up, and he is in touch.
He's in touch.
Yeah, less than a second off.
He needs to risk it through here a little bit. Looks good.
Fischbach was an absolute animal.
He was.
He was. Wow.
So far, so good, though. I mean, you can just tell he looks still, right? He doesn't look like he's going too crazy. I don't know. He's got the dropper post there.
Let's see, Gajdosech.
Interested to see what this
does.
does.
That key section. Pene not losing much time though. Look at that, only about 0.1 actually.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Fischbach. So he's in touch. He definitely is still there. And looking down. No, I think he's got a gear again.
Yep. Just getting that seat post up.
That's right. Exactly that, Elliot. Yep.
Getting in the right gear.
1.6 off though now. Yeah, that's a big deficit.
Oh, that was good. Drifting out wide.
Perfect off there, whips it around, keeps it low off there as well. 235.6 is the time to beat though.
And he had a good last sector in his qualifier, holding it tight.
Gets up on that wall ride. He's going to need something incredible though.
We know he's fit.
We know he's super fit, yeah. You might need a TARDIS though for those kind of deficits. Last turn then for Tuhoto-Ariki Pene. Here comes the New Zealander. What's it gonna be? Fischbach time goes by. He goes second. 1.5 into the red. A great run then for the New Zealander.
Well done.
Yeah, not bad at show
well
up.
Well done.
World Cup downhill last week. Street race your first ever this weekend.
Right.
Let's go.
I mean, this style of racing, the style of traction, like everything about it, the bike setup, like, there's nothing that is the same. For him to come out here and do this his first event is incredible. Just said he's king. So this is still Tuhoto-Ariki Pene, able to hold that tight line there and then drifting out, getting the brakes, don't see him lock up the back wheel that much. That means he's got maximum traction, maximum braking power.
Two riders left at the top. Next to drop, Alex Marin from Barcelona in Spain, 29 years old. A 10th here last year, a 10th in Valparaiso, and a man who is definitely, as this qualifier proves, getting better and better at street racing. Saying he's now training specifically for this.
Yeah, and when he kind of sets his sight on something, I think that that's when you see the best of Alex Marin.
Well, that's right. Comes as a junior World Cup racer, had plenty of podiums, did some big e-bike racing as well. But this might be where he's best, on the downhill bike.
Yeah, just look at him. He's just all the way on the back, all the way at the bottom.
Dude, that was so fast around that shark fin there.
Yeah, you know, that is so
and
much
he's out
risk.
by 22 thousandths then, so Marin with the new fastest top section.
And he just took over half a second off of his qualifier just in the first 30 seconds.
No way. Well, that's absolutely bonkers. Squash in hard over the 12-meter gap, no problem then for Marin. Lands, gets on the pedals again. Wow.
Here we go.
Round that, takes
Inside.
it tight. Interesting.
I like it. I don't know. I mean, you can tell he's a little bit slower out of that right.
But surely you can't. He carried so much speed and was so smooth onto that ramp from the inside. You're not going to see it done that much better than that. And he's still pedaling.
And let's see.
But he will not have carried as much speed into this section. Not quite.
It needs to be within a second of Johannes Fischbach on this sector.
I agree with you, and I don't think he's going to be 1.4. Not impossible.
Not impossible.
Fishy saying his lower sections weren't perfect. The backslide in there for Marin. Yeah, he's pushing.
See that back end slide out. Trying to be still over these stairs.
And absolutely not scared of throwing down the horsepower.
And look
pedaling
at that.
Deep into that straight.
Deep into the straight. Getting his gear in the right part.
Loses half a second to Gajdosech in that key section.
Oh, a little bit of a hang up on that right, the exit.
Still though, turning those pedals, sprinting down these tarmac streets.
Resting his hands.
You can't blame him for that. Actually, people saying it's worse than your legs, your hands.
Yeah.
2 over 2 now, into the red then. Well, it's going to come down to the last man at the top. Last year's winner here, Roger Vieira.
All the way up by the tree.
Second in the undergrowth.
It starts to get a little bit off camber. That's why we don't see that many riders drifting all the way out there.
Yeah. Gets even more difficult.
That was really nice around that left. So much speed.
Right.
So much speed around all of this.
Well, let's keep an eye on this then, because he has used every millimeter of
he was second at this last sector. It's only losing 0.1 to Roger, so one of the fastest riders we've seen at the bottom all
day. And the effort's been incredible then for Marin all the way to the finish line. He goes second, 1.3 out of the red only. Oh, a great run then from the Spaniard. Wow. Good run for him. In a second place, guaranteed a top 3. That'll be his best ever finish for the Red Bull Cerro Abajo.
Look at this. Look how low he is. All the way down at the bottom. Back wheel almost goes over the R and lands at the top, right? Like that's so nice. It's so difficult to land at the top of that landing, but you need to because it gives you so much more speed. Trying to get on the brakes there. Sets up all the way out wide and is actually able to hold this a little bit tighter than what we've seen. Get that steering with the hips.
Okay, well, 1 to go. More than one rider now. Fischbach leads with that 2:35.6. Can Vieira find anything in this finals run? 31 years old, from Icara in Brazil, now residing in the UK. Vieira on track.
All right, Roger.
Bora,
this is it.
Bora, Roger. And a win today, or a big result, would set him up beautifully for Stuttgart. In the absence of Olguin, this man does lead the series.
Roger's just pumping everywhere, so still. I mean, he's riding the trail bike, but it looks so stable.
That's right. Got that factory ride just before this race last year, and he's never looked back. Fischbach's 29.7 then, he's outside it. Oh, Vieira, no, he's not, excuse me, he's up by 2.55. So amazing top section, a clock slow to stop there.
You can almost see the confidence in Roger's riding. He's just like he's concentrating, he's locked in.
But he said, after that qualifying, very honestly, he said, I think that was my finals run. I'm not sure I've got anything else. He's going to need to find a bit more. That was insane quick.
Perfect. And he was able to actually get an extra pedal stroke before he drops into there.
That really adds up. That really counts. This all-important second split now. Fischbach looks on then nervously, he might. It'll be his first Red Bull Cerro Abajo Series win if he can get it today.
Look at that, setting up all the way wide, avoiding the dude in the hallway.
Oh, look how close he is,
There we go.
0.13. And that was super fast around that left. He held a good line there.
Oh, he's risking so much.
He was on the edge there of that boardwalk as well, sliding into there.
Oh, this is an incredible run by Roger Vieira.
And in that last sector last year, he was 1.5 seconds quicker than everyone.
And his qualifier in the key section wasn't up to his normal par, but look at that 0.4 just in the key section.
No way, this is massive then. Oh, Vieira doing what he did again, like he did it last year. Can he hold on to it now? He said this last sector just requires absolute precision and patience.
Just so much lean angle on Roger, able to find traction where nobody else can.
Oh my goodness me.
Up.
No way, 420 up then, 0.42 up. For Roger Vieira, this is massive, doing it again in these last sectors. Let's see how much speed he can carry through here. Oh, it's absolute perfection.
It's perfection.
He has the keys to unlock this
That's
track.
right. Back
He
in
knows
slides
how to
out
do
a
it.
little bit there, but man, he's carrying so much
He
speed.
didn't even use the whole track there on the exit of that. Oh, Vieira, it's looking like it's going to be a winning run. Here comes Roger Vieira. Bora, Vieira does it again. 1.6 into the green. Back-to-back wins in Genoa. Oh, the Brazilian is brilliant. Vieira has done it again. I can't believe it.
What in the world? How do you do that? He was so perfect. He was so perfect.
Oh, back-to-back wins.
And the pressure, right? Like to have that much pressure. Last man down the hill to back up qualifying, to back up what you did last year.
To back up what you did last year. A massive step towards the overall title as well with that run today.
Yeah, well, he did
Won
exactly what he
quali
needed.
again.
Yeah, he did exactly
He just
what
won
he
the
needed
key
to.
section again, did
He
he?
did won the key section, he won qualifying, he won the race. Roger.
Give him, we need to get the man. They need to give him the keys to this city.
That's crazy.
They need to give Vieira the keys to this city because
mean,
he can unlock it like no one else.
I mean, he was right there. I mean, shows you how good Johannes' run is. They were neck and neck, trading blows, and then at the bottom, Roger just executed it at every moment. This track is interesting because you have these incredibly difficult sections, and then you get time to rest. You get time to think, and you have to continue going. You see Eddie Masters there. We wish him well.
Good to see Ed back. Yeah, we were all a bit worried about it. Hey, but let's enjoy this.
Every moment is crazy.
Is there a new king of street racing?
I don't know how he just exactly where he needs to be. Just so.
I can't wait to throw three-time series champion Juan Vivales back in the mix.
Oh man, Sebastian Olguin as well, and look at that. Losing only a little bit of time in that second sector, and that was where Johannes Fischbach was so strong.
Good grief. 1.6 at the bottom.
And see, watch, he's able to get an extra pedal stroke here, which allowed him, that's what allowed him to stay right there.
Boom. Yep.
So good.
Composure, precision, patience.
Yeah.
Under all that pressure as the last man down.
He is so confident, like leaning with the bike there and somehow finding traction right there. We've seen so many people just slide, but Roger, he's like,
Poor old, you got a feel for Johannes Fischbach. Okay, well, let's go down to our winner. He's the Laura.
Here is so cool. The city's amazing.
Yeah, it's nice to go bike racing in a city.
Yeah,
it really is, yeah. Third place for Alex Marin then. He can be very happy with that today.
Very happy.
Lovely trophies too, huh?
That's super cool, huh? The Port Town, the anchor.
Yeah. Well, he came super close today. It was a run to me that looked like it was good enough. Fischbach has to settle for second.
Amazing turnaround for him though after
that's
chain
right.
coming off.
And a collarbone before Valparaiso.
That's right.
He'd had surgery, he'd only been back on the bike 10 days there. Yeah, don't underestimate. what we might see from Fischbach
That's right.
in Stuttgart.
Yeah, I mean,
He is going to be
home race, home country race.
That might give him the edge. But
Yeah.
today, this man had the edge. Roger Vieira for Brazil. Bora Roger, a back-to-back Red Bull Genova Cerro Abajo champion. Incredible to see. Massive points haul for the overall as well now. Yeah, it's been a good day's work.
We've seen that over the years in many different race series where you'll be at the top of the track, a rider thinks they would have given it everything in a qualifying or something like that. They see the run, from a competitor that smokes their time, and they're like, well, I don't know how to do that.
But that, like you said, that's pressure talking.
Yeah.
Like, I've just done my best. Like, I ain't got anything
he
more.
beat my best,
Yeah.
and now somehow have to find something else.
Yeah, exactly. But to take that pressure off yourself, you can sort of, you have mind games all day long, right?
That's right.
And this race was late in the day.
Yeah.
A 5:30 kickoff, you've got all day to get stressed, to worry about it. It's a long time to manage your emotions. What a day for Roger Vieira. Thank you to the dignitaries, Vittoria Canessa, Lorenzo Garzarelli, and the mayor, Silvia Salis, for presenting the awards. Let's go, Roger.
Yeah, that moment when the national anthem is playing, and you're processing everything. You're going back to your run. You're enjoying and celebrating yourself, your country. It's a special moment.
It really is. Yeah, a proud Brazilian. Been living in the UK since 2014. Family moved over to give him more opportunity to race, to get better at racing. It certainly is paying off. Moments like this.
It does, right? Like he talked about it. He has been racing for a long time.
Yeah.
He's late in his career.
Yeah, to